Good day, YouTube friends. So this is the current look of our garden. Our okra plants. It shows some indication that the season is almost to end, and the same in this row. And we have red cherry bill radish and white radish that we need to harvest, but they looks dying now. I need to water them up, including our carrots. And later I have to pick up my wife at the language center. So a lot of work to do right now this summer. And this structure that I'm planning to build, a tomato hut, still not finished. I think at the beginning of the construction yet. And look here, what you can see, these bunch of onion chives that I have to clean up again and reproduce it into these available pots that we have. Probably I'll be planting some inside garden enclosure and some will stay back here, there. And then I'll be planting more vegetables this summer. It's freaking hot and yeah, the condition here is not that easy because we're not having so much water. We only depend on the remaining amount of water right there at the lake outside that fence. But our well that serves us water for the whole year during a rainy season, it dries up and we cannot get any out of it. So it's pretty hard. We have to pitch water outside, and it's not a good thing actually, but we don't have a choice. My wife is even usually complaining that, Daddy, why don't we have to move out and find another place? To me, it's not that easy. But if the owner of this house that we're renting will not find any solution to this next year, next summer, if there is no water again, and probably we'll consider that second option too, moving out and find another place. Maybe the place not be this kind of big, but at least maybe if I can plant one or two plants of bananas. And yeah, I already planted durian trees inside this house that we're renting, and like it's hard to imagine that I'll be wasting money again that I spent for the durian seedlings, the time that I spent taking care of it, and the bananas here. But if it's not productive and it costs us more, then probably I have to consider moving out. So that's the case. It's really hot in here, scorching, and it seems like I'm having fever and headache and runny nose combined because I had 2 3 nights in a row of sleepless nights, and with that, my health is not that good, and my immune system is not that strong, so I can easily succumb to different kinds of internal infections. So we've got to turn on the water. But you know what? Even the water source that we have right from the lake cannot even give us strong pressure water here. And it's pretty damn difficult to assist the situation that we have here. So um, most probably I have to use the water that we have here from the drum. And it's still cool, right? That's my plan. And instead I'll be using the water that we have stored in here. I think that one I need to add soil to this lemon cedar tree, calamansi tree. And the only solution that I can think to stop these chickens rampaging the soil and our plants in here, to close that area there, that we will only have the portion right under the banana trees, but not in here anymore. And I have another problem now because a lot of chickens from the outside, or I would say outsider chickens, where they make themselves at home here in our property that we are renting right here. They're from outside. I don't know where they sleep at night, but for sure outside. And then they go here, scratch, find some leftovers, and it's pretty messy here. But you can follow me up, starting from this week. I hope tomorrow. I still have tournament. The thing is that I'm trading forex. My account now is kind of healthy when it comes to the balance and the equity. I have several days of winning streak already. But of course, I'm not in a cloud nine mode anymore, unlike in the previous years. So I am more focused on getting excited if the setup that I have analyzed is working well, like 90 to 100% correct. That's the thing that excites me, not the figure that I'm making. Um, the account is not that big because I started from a very tiny account. Um, my account now is around four figures. So from one to two figure investment to four figures right now, it's just less than a month, like to be exact, like a few days. Um, so on weekdays, I cannot be sure that I'm very active in the garden, but I'll try to spend time this whole summer while I'm at home because I need to get back working as a full-time teacher by May 7 next month. That will be our scheduled date that we need to come back and start lagging in and lagging out. But there will be no students yet to come to school because the students will be back at school by May 16. So we still have like around 7 or 8 days to prepare for the lesson plan service, of course. So we could prepare around 50 semesters already. I'll try to be a change man this semester. I have a lot of things to do anyway, but it would be more challenging to me. I have to look after the garden this coming semester, and there is a competition. I am in charge as a coach to coach two students, higher and lower, for impromptu speech competition, and it takes a lot of time from me. I need to get up early and head to school, and yeah, before 8 o'clock, I need to spend time preparing for the student. And then the afternoon, we have evening sessions, we have weekend sessions. because of course the pressure is a lot to me right now, since most of my students got the gold and the rank high rank positions during competition, so I need to maintain that kind of status, and it's not easy. And yeah, that school is crazy. They rely on based on your teaching performance. For being a coach, your students are getting gold or maybe top place in the competition for regional and national level. You have CFR, C1 in CFR, and many other evaluations that are very crappy. But you know what? The salary that they're going to give you as an increase every 2 3 years, just above $10 a month, in which I can only make that one in a few minutes in forex trading. And you can have that increase if you can achieve those things that I mentioned to you. That school is crazy. But well, that's my bread and butter right now. So I don't have any other choice but to comply what the school is demanding. It's not easy. I have a private life. I have this stuff here to do here. But of course, I have to spend more hours in the garden, in teaching. It's not easy. It's very difficult because I only have 24 hours in a day. Imagine how many hours really I'll be spending at school. Maybe 10, 12 hours? I know. Around 10, 9 or 10 hours every day. But of course, when I'm at home, if I'm preparing lessons, then of course I have to. Chickens are monsters. I even piled those empty coconut fruits after we eaten the fruit. And the shells, we put that one on the pots. And no matter how I pile it, it's like uh, explicitly, but they find a way to pull it up and then scratch the soil on the pot. Now the soil are scattering on the ground, and yeah, I think I have to put an end to this craziness of my chicken. To put an end to that, I have to buy a screen or kind of garden gardening net. I have to close that area on both sides so that it will be away from here. And perhaps the chickens from the outside, they're not really that monstrous. They don't scratch the soil that are inside the pot. And usually they just pass down here and then walk away. But the chickens that we're raising, they're egg laying hens. Oh man, they could not sleep in a day if they cannot scratch into these soil that we have right in the pots. And the more they scratch, the roots are touch and move, and so cause a lot of damage to the plants. The growth will be impacted. Of course, it will not be really, really good with the plant. It would be really bad. Because they're really naughty. I won't let them go out today. They will stay inside. it's time to harvest the carrots. I'm thinking of a water or water dripping system that will supply water 24 hours a day, or in an automated system like every 3 5 hours. But still, I don't know. I think it's time to harvest our carrots and radishes, and yeah, we have the variety of radish and carrots. I think I need to harvest them all and replant another type of vegetables in that spot. And we will be planting new sets of carrots and radishes in another pots. Ah, it's pretty hot. You might be asking why I did not do this watering of our plants early this morning. Because early this morning I did have a poker tournament. At the beginning of the tournament, the chips that I have was kind of healthy. I was top six out of 800 plus players. I was top six, and then two wrong decisions simultaneously, two playable hands that I made wrong decisions, and it caused my chips to go down until I got busted, and not easy. I lost the appetite of doing. So now I see my plants are dying, so I feel guilty not to like attend to the need of these plants, but the scorching heat of the sun, and I'm not feeling well today because, as I mentioned to you, 3 sleepless nights in a row, and so my immune system is not that strong. I I'm kind of dizzy. I need to pick up my wife by 1. That would be pretty hard for me. So I think let the sun scorch the plants. Whatever I can get from the plants that are dying, hopefully they can recover. That's the thing that quite difficult for a gardener who is planting vegetables right in the pots. Because if you don't have dripping, if you don't have automated dripping water dripping system, then there is a great chance that the soil that is placed on pots can easily get dry, especially the plants get sucking nutrients and water from the soil, and plus the conditioned environment is windy, and that soil is not directly connected to the ground, it's just in the pot. So there is a high percentage that it can easily get dry, and if that's the case, you need this automated water dripping system, in which I don't have, because it will take a lot of money and time. And if I have to set up an automated water dripping system, I need to have at least a greenhouse kind of garden, because you need to like hide the motor that will like deliver the water to each part of your garden. So hopefully, if I can save a lot of money from trading forex this year, I'll make sure that 4 figures account that I have right now, I will try to grow that one from 5 to 6 figures. And if I can do that, we can pay all our financial responsibilities. We have a lot of financial responsibilities to look after now. And both my salary and my wife's salary is not even enough to pay the interest. So that's the reality. It's not easy, and so that's why I'm trading and playing poker with the hope that I could have the chance and opportunity that we can pay off all our financial responsibilities. And yeah, it's not easy. And then um, I can probably start a vertical or aeroponic tower gardening, vertical gardening. I'll be buying uh, towers where it's made of PVC, made of plastic, where you can maximize the space, can plant more, but you need this automated water dripping system that allows the water to like recycle and recycle to your plants. So here, if I will be fertilizing my plants, the water would drip down to the floor and then gone, and only maybe 20-30% of the nutrients will stay right into the roots of the plants, and the other 70% is washed out and probably go to the bananas or being sucked out by the concrete here, because this ground here in front is made of concrete. That's why we are planting into pots. We make use of our spacious front yard in which we cannot do anything because it's cemented, it is concrete, but we can use this as our garden by planting our plants into the pots. But um, I'll take advantage of this temporary shading from the clouds above to water our plants, our dying plants. This one can take only like a few seconds, and then after the clouds is gone, then the scorching heat of the sun is back. Oh, come on. We have a few seconds left. It's pretty hard, not easy, my friends, to encourage yourself to be active and productive in the garden. If somehow you personally have some challenges that you need to consider, I think whatever the sizes of the tubers of our carrots, the sizes is not really that pleasing, but still I'm happy that despite of the fact, still there are tubers that are being developed. So our planting, our time spent here is not really actually wasted, but somehow provides us some um, provides us some satisfaction that we will try for more the next time around, and it gives us the room to improve our way of gardening and planning to our garden. So my aim is that I could plant as much as I can with different vegetables this summer, so that by the time that the school is open, by month of May, then we will start harvesting our vegetables that will support our need for the entire semester, because my wife has a lot of tutoring schedules in 2 or 3 language centers, weekdays and weekends. So we work 7 days a week, and then uh, me, I'm trading weekdays, training students for competition, gardening. Probably I could not even play poker tournament during this semester, this coming semester, because I need to like uh, more focus on my trading journey because my account needs to be like cared for. So, as I told you, a few seconds and the sun is back. And this is the thing, YouTube friends. The more your plants are growing big, and the bigger the amounts of water they need. And so with that, it costs you a lot of water. But you must consider the amount of water that you will be feeding to your plants because overwatering is not also helpful to your plants. I will plant better this coming weeks. So on weekdays, especially evening, I have to spend time trading. But of course, early the day, I have to analyze the markets ahead of time. Whew. So I think that is all, YouTube friends. Bye bye and see you all the next time around.